What's good, folks? This your boy Z the Real here, and this is my responsibility to Jmm1233. Okay, where this is somebody who's basically played Metal Gear Solid 2 for the first time, and then want to bring up the fact that the illuminati explained in Metal Gear 2. For starters, man. First off, man, this is another video when I educate somebody. And before I get started, here's a disclaimer: if you feel I'm going to offend you in this video, then do not look into this video. You need to click off this video and go to another channel or go somewhere else. Okay? Don't listen to anybody that's going to offend your beliefs. All right? This is my opinion on it, but this is also I'm stating actual facts. Because like I explained before, man, many people don't understand what they be talking about sometimes. When it comes to groups such as the Illuminati and different things like that, you need to research that on your own and not just listen to somebody. Yeah, you can listen to somebody and, you know what I'm saying, like, you can listen to what they tell you, but also go back and back search it, research it for yourself. I encourage anybody that do research on your own like I've been doing, like I'm getting ready to show you, okay? This is what y'all gotta understand. Now, for starters, Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear 2 is two different video games. Metal Gear 2 was basically Snake going up against Big Boss, okay, in a part 2. That's an entirely video game. This is Metal Gear Solid 2. This is an entirely video game. So for one, this guy needs to change his title. Whoever this is, man or woman, they need to change their title. This person has not played Metal Gear 2 because Metal Gear 2 came out for a system that was completely different. Okay. See, before you go and put out Illuminati Explain, you need to play all the video games. This person has not played all the video games because they would understand that Metal Gear 2 and Metal Gear Solid 2 are two different titles. This video clip you're watching here right there, this clip you're watching, this photo here is from Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of the Patriots. Metal Gear 2 was something entirely, again, it was entirely different. And Metal Gear 2 did not come out for the Sega Genesis. It did not come out for the Sega Saturn. It didn't come out for the Super Nintendo either. It was an entirely different gaming system. You can find it out there. There's an emulator you can download. You can find that system out there where you can play Metal Gear 1 and 2 and Metal Gear 2. But again, Metal Gear 1 and 2 is based on a young Snake battling against his daddy that was a part of Foxhound. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna break down and show you who the Illuminati is. I'm gonna explain to you again as the best way as possible. If you want to know about something about the Illuminati, you need to go to my other videos, or I actually explain it to you. But let's go into some research. Okay, so basically, okay, let's look at the Sons of the Patriots. Let's look at the organizations that was a part of Metal Gear, the major organizations, right? Okay, Sons of Patriots, often referred to as simply the system, later renamed Guns of Patriots, after it was hijacked by Liquid Ocelot, was advanced battlefield control system operated by the proxy AIs of the Patriots. So Patriots were an AI system, okay? These were not human beings. SOP allowed state militaries and private military companies to monitor and enhance the performance of all soldiers deployed in combat via nanomachines within their bodies. So again, they're not talking about actual humans like that. Okay, they're not. The Sons of Patriots was a system, right? But here's the background. Okay, so y'all understand that this has nothing to do with the Illuminati. The concept of battlefield control system invades as far back as the 1970s. The Patriots led by Zero. Now, if you want to know who Zero is, you got to play Metal Gear Solid 3, which is actually the start of the timeline. Thought that to unify the world, they would need to subjugate humanity under a single will. Again, the actual Illuminati has nothing to do with this. Foreseeing the potential fall of the age of the Cold War and the upcoming rise of the electronic age, Zero thought of controlling weapons rather than deterring them. Cypher Agent Pacifica Ocean. Again, you know who this is. You gotta play all the video games. Alluded to this concept to Big Boss during the Peace Walker incident, with AI researcher Strong Love also hypothesized an excerpt system that could allow Big Boss to choose which gun he could have. While failing to convince Big Boss to rejoin the Patriots, Zero used the results obtained from Hot Coleman's Peace Walker project and started researching the electronics of digital technology along with Signet. Signet is another character in Metal Gear Solid 3 on ways to substantially control humanity. But again, the actual Illuminati ain't got nothing to do with controlling the world. That's not what they're about. That's not what they do, right? So again, man, y'all got to do your research. Now, who's the Illuminati? Now, this is the secret society of Metal Gear. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country. James Johnson. Okay, so that was on I believe that was on Metal Gear Solid 2, right? The Patriots, originally known as Cypher, also known as the Lale Lule Lo, were a secret organization that, by the early 1990s, currently controlled the United States of America. The Illuminati is not responsible for controlling the world. I'm going to tell you that now. Our government does. Okay? There are secret societies under our government that go by different names. They're not named Illuminati. But those type of secret societies you're really not going to know about because they truly are a secret. No, say, how could Illuminati be a secret society if everybody knows about it? Everybody's little brother and sister, mom and daddy, everybody knows about it. Then that's not a secret at all. Okay? Y'all need to understand what secret society is. The only ones who know about the real secret society that controls the world are higher ups in our government. Higher ups in the government basically are colonels, generals, and commanders in the military, and then the CIA. And the FBI probably knows a little bit about it, but those particular people aren't going to tell you who they are. If they tell you, they're going to have to actually blatantly kill you. Okay? Because that's not meant for you to know about. All right? So again, you guys see, this is what y'all got to research. And y'all got Google, but y'all got to research this for yourself. Okay? See, look at this. Who are the Patriots Revolutionary War? Also known as the revolutionaries, you know what I'm saying? Continuous rebels or American Whigs. So Patriots, also known as revolutionaries. Again, how could Illuminati be a revolutionary if a revolutionary is supposed to do good? Ain't he or her not? A revolutionary is supposed to basically stop evil for the sake of their people. Illuminati is put towards a bad name, right? The Illuminati is supposed to be evil, right? So how could they be revolutionaries? Continuous rebels or American Whigs were those colonists of the 13 colonies who rejected British rule during the American Revolution and declared the United States of America as an independent nation in July 1776. So again, how could the Illuminati be evil? Okay. Again, man, this person, this Jmm1233 doesn't know who they're talking about. This person here, they have not done proper research. So again, man, y'all gotta play all these video games. See what the Patriots want. Patriots want people. The Patriots were people who wanted the American colonies to gain their independence from Britain. Okay, the country also known as the United States, people in the Americas felt they weren't being treated fairly by the British. Again, the British was also the ones who were responsible for having slaved black folks too. Okay, so again, y'all gotta understand what y'all talking about, man. Most people don't know who they're talking about. They don't understand the video game at all. Okay, they don't understand. Illuminati ain't got nothing to do with that. All right. Now, I'm going to let Carcino for Life break this down for you, and then I'm going to have KRS-One take it over. But again, these particular channels explain very in detail what the Illuminati truly is. Okay, they explain to you how things are ran. That these two men have done their research, you know what I'm saying, entirely. So listen up.
On television, you want to go out and do for yourself. You lose your identity of self and become a follower. And you want to talk about Illuminati this and Illuminati's the reason for that and Illuminati's the reason for this. But let's take a look at what's going on here. And what's happening is, if you let's look at the word Illuminati. Alright? Let's do that. I'm trying to watch football and do this at the same time. Let me just get this done and over with. Look, Illuminati, right? If we say illuminate, what does that mean? Illuminate means light, right? Lighten up something. Deluminate is dim, take away the light. Right? Deluminate. Illuminati means enlightened. Okay, it's a Latin word, it means enlightened. Okay, like I said before, the real Illuminati, or the people who were labeled themselves the enlightened ones, is because they used science rather than to go against what they believed in the church. They fell mostly upon science and all of their beliefs. So, oh man, Cam Newton got hurt. But they fell mostly under the beliefs of, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. So distracted by football. But they fell under the belief of scientific ways to do things, and rather than faith and all of the things that the Catholic Church was doing. Now, they were forced to work underground. They were looked at as devil worshippers because they were doing things scientifically that we use today. Now, they were disbanded or those things or whatever, the scientists or whatever, they went underground and still doing their stuff. It ended up turning into nothing, but the new Illuminati was called and started once they started. Again, when they called the Round Table of the Banks or the Club of Rome, the Trilateral Commission. You know, when you start looking into these type of unions, this banking system that they started with Sawyer Bailey, you had the what was that? The RIC. And when they brought those guys in, you would serve Bailey, Lionel Curtis, all them. And once you bring them all into the table, and everybody's there, and they had these discussions about what they're going to do, the United Nations has got a seat. And I showed everybody here what the round table looks like. And I told you, the people that run the world, you'll never see them. You never see them, but their mask is all over you.
Bingo. Again, this is what I've been trying to tell people for the last 2-3 years, man. The ones who's really controlling the world, you'll never know who these people are. You'll never get close to them. Your money will never equal to theirs. What you see right here, what Carcino for Life explains, the round table, these are all trillionaire organizations. Okay? The members of those particular groups come from ancient mystery schools, okay? They're born into a royal bloodline. Their parents own multi-million-dollar corporations. For example, people who own Texan, Chevron, okay? People who own the banks like Wells Fargo, you know what I'm saying? Chase Bank, Chase Morgan, okay? Those particular people, those are examples of people who are within these roundtables. These are the ones who's basically their money goes on towards which wars are going to be funded, the direction everybody's going in. These particular organizations are the reason why we got so much technology, and the reason why Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were allowed to do what they've been doing. Okay. Again, man, y'all gotta do your research. You just can't be taking everybody's word for it, because most people on YouTube are not even explaining things properly. They just focus on satanic influence, which is really stupid. Okay? The real Illuminati ain't got nothing to do with the devil, as you see now. They ain't got nothing to do with Satan. Now let's look at KRS-One, tell you about it.
This was first Afna. Now, I mentioned all of that just to draw a wedge between Freemasonry and Illuminati. The Illuminati is a different group. May have been some of them may have been Freemasons, but Freemasonry is about the building of man as Solomon's temple. As Solomon builds his temple, this is how you should be building yourself. And as one of Solomon's temples, you are also building the world to be a better place. That's Freemasonry. Illuminati is a group of scientists that were against the church, and the church was against them. Some 17th century philosophers called themselves the illuminated ones, the ones who bring light into the world. They were scientists that were saying basically that the Bible is not the whole truth. That like a guy like Sir Francis Bacon, who everybody believes is the true writer for Shakespeare. Francis Bacon, actually there's a movie coming out October 28th called Anonymous.
Shakespeare was a fraud.
Shakespeare was a fraud. This is a Masonic lore that's getting ready to be revealed. But this guy Francis Bacon is the one who was believed to be the original writer of Shakespeare. Francis Bacon would be somebody you would say would be part of the Illuminati.
Right.
Right. Not a bad group. The Illuminati has nothing to do with evil, nothing to do with all of that. The Illuminati is a group, well, the first group is a group of philosophers, a group of scholars that are not looking at reality based on the church. They're looking at it based on what we now call science. The other Illuminati is a group of bankers that start with the Rothschilds. And there were one Rothschild, there was 5 sons. And each Rothschild controlled a part of Europe. One son was England, one son was France, one son was Spain, one son was Germany. And they started a banking system in Europe, the Rothschilds. It was a Jewish family. Started a banking conglomerate throughout Europe, lending and lending money, making money on money. Mm-hmm. And their banking practice got so big that they began to finance governments. The bank began to finance wars and other things like that. And so this group of bankers got slapped with the term Illuminati. Bilderberg Corporation, which is his own Trilateral Commission. These are all committees and groups of nerds that want you to believe they are someone for you to fear. Mm. Those that know the truth know what the Illuminati is. You know what Freemasonry is. In fact, you know that the only reason you can even speak the word Freemasonry and Illuminati is because the true secret society is operating on us right now, and you do not know. Those who are really in control, we don't even know their names. Right. We will never know their names. And here's the secret to life right here. The ones that are in control are righteous and good. The world is controlled by righteous people. Those righteous people make you believe that they must be feared so you don't rob them and beat them and run up in the White House and demand justice. These people keep big security all around them. Why? Because they're scared. Anytime a president you're the president of a nation, but you need security to walk amongst your people, you ain't the president.
Now, KRS-One basically breaks that down, you know what I'm saying, plain and simple, right? I keep telling y'all that, you know what I'm saying, the Illuminati ain't what you think. Now, if you play Metal Gear Solid, you play the games like I have, okay, you played all these video games here, you know what I'm saying, like if you was really playing it like I did, 'cause I played Metal Gear Solids 1, 2, and 3. I think I played the one for PS4 as well. I played them, man. I used to play this. I used to play this game, right? If you played this entire game, then you understand it's a completely different like game, man. Like the timeline is different. They're not associated with no Illuminati because Illuminati wasn't even talked about when this game came out. When this game came out in like the 90s, okay, the late 90s, when the very first one, Metal Gear Solid 1 came out, wasn't nobody talking about no Illuminati. Was nobody talking about no secret society or any of that? Okay, no, that stuff wasn't even talking about when all these games and stuff had came out, right? And again, this is what I'm showing you. Look at the original Metal Gear. This is the one you get to play first. This is, like I said, I'm gonna show you the whole timeline and for y'all to understand it before I continue. But see, Metal Gear Solid, right? You got to play this one first, then these two follow, right? Now, Metal Gear 2. The Columbia breeder as MG2 is a stealth action game that was written and directed by Hideo Kojima and developed by Konami. It is the second game released in the Metal Gear series and the 7th one chronologically. It was initially released in Japan for the MSX2 computer on July 20, 1990. The game was released 14 years ago as a downloadable game on mobile phones in Japan in 2004. The European version of Metal Gear 2 was released in 2006 as part of Metal Gear Solid 3 Substance along with the original Metal Gear. So again, man, most of y'all have not played this. This is like an exclusive title. All right. You got to play this game so you can understand it. Metal Gear Solid 2 is not this at all. Okay. That game was set long before this game here. So chronologically, you gotta play Metal Gear Solid 3, then here, and then up to here. Metal Gear Solid, and then before Metal Gear Solid 4, you gotta play Metal Gear Rising. That's the one where Raiden is an android. You gotta play this game here before you get here, because this game, Metal Gear Rising, came before this started. And Metal Gear 4 is like David Snake's like last video game he was in, because he dies in that storyline. But again, man, and I do mean this with all due respect, man. These particular people right here, man, they're lost. Okay, people like Jmm1233, man, you can't be listening to everything they say, because these people have not done full research at all. And I've just now shown you that. Okay? So the president, the people the president talking about, and then this I can't want to tell you about, man, if you the president of the nation, you would need security. President James Johnson, had his security taken out by the by Dead Cell. Not Dead Cell. I think it was. Yeah, it was Dead Cell. Yeah, it was Dead Cell. Dead Cell was the terrorist group, right? With Vamp, Fortune, Fat Man, and then George Sears was actually Solid Snake. And they kidnapped him and they hit him for ransom because they wanted demands. Okay? Yeah, Dead Cell was trying to shut down the system because they felt the system was evil, right? But yet, Raiden is sent in to take them down. So again, man, this storyline is completely different. This ain't got nothing to do with the Illuminati. Because when this game came out, there was the Illuminati. Now, I'll remind you, and I'm going to basically show you the timeline that Metal Gear Solid 2 came out when it was released. Okay? This game was released, and I'm going to show you, November 12, 2001. This came right after September 11, 2001. So basically, when this game came out, George W. Bush was basically getting ready to send our troops into war, right? This the war in Iraq. That's when this was just now starting. Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden orchestrated an attack on the World Trade Center, where his soldiers, his men, basically learned how to fly the U.S. planes, and then they hijacked them 3 planes. I think one fell, one crashed somewhere in Washington D.C. thanks to the person who basically was the hero. But the other 2, one flew into the Pentagon, the other one flew into the World Trade Centers. That had nothing to do with the Illuminati. That had something to do with George Bush Sr. way back in the day, because him and Saddam were actually close. Bin Laden was actually a freedom fighter back then, but somewhere along the line, the Bush family pissed him off and did something to Iraq, where they started taking oil and started stealing from that country. Now, of course, all that stuff is a video for a whole other topic. I'm not going to get too deep into that, because most people should already know about that, but still. When Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, that was during the war in Iraq. So we was basically, I was a little kid back then. I was 11 years old. I guarantee you, Kojima did not know that Kojima was not responsible for anything that was going on with Iraq or the Middle East. He didn't know that none of this was going on. Okay? So again, you can't be talking about that. That's why you can't associate Illuminati with this video game. Okay? When this game came out, we was in war in Iraq. That's a completely, totally different thing. The Illuminati ain't got nothing to do with Iraq at all. Nothing. The Illuminati didn't even create ISIS. ISIS came from the Taliban, which our troops were still over there fighting. Okay? So again, man, people need to do their research, man. This is the problem. You got too many people on here trying to tell you about secret societies and don't even understand what they're looking at. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Okay? And I can guarantee you, all these people that's on this comment section, all these people that was on that comment section, which I can't see it now, they probably got deleted. I know he probably deleted his comment section, because I remember I checked a lot of people on there, man. And you can go back and you can look at where I was beefing with people. I checked a lot of people on that, because a lot of people don't understand what they talking about. And look at this dude here. Look at this dude here, Fonzie's HW68. This is one of the people arguing on me. Say, I know the words of the Illuminati that wasn't taught in school, moron. I know who the Illuminati were and are. The game story takes place sometime in 2005, fool. Look at this, man. This is fucking retarded. The game story takes place in sometime in 2005. This dude, oh man, this guy's retarded, man. Because again, man, the Illuminati go way back in 2000. They go far back. Again, these are people in this video game that don't understand what they're talking about. They really don't, man. It's freaking sad. It really is, man. I'm serious, man. This stuff is just like, come on, man. No, man. They need this person here, that person there need to go back and they need to go back and go look at the whole. They need to play the entire video game. That's what I have to say. But anyways, folks, man, that's the video, man. But watch who y'all listen to, man, because people need to start doing their own research. I'll tell you, man, you ain't stop listening to people who associate the Illuminati with these celebrities. These celebrities, entertainment athletes ain't got nothing to do with the Illuminati. So I don't want nobody to ever be coming on my video telling me who the Illuminati is unless you better have some actual research. Okay? Because if the Illuminati is supposed to be a good group, then how could they be evil? It's like everyone just told you, the ones who are in control are righteous and good. They make you fear that the Illuminati is bad so you won't harm them, rob them, when they're actually not called Illuminati themselves. Again, it's a made-up term we're just throwing around. But folks, that's the video. And I know a lot of people on that video ain't gonna listen to what I got to say. They ain't gonna click on this video because they're gonna get pissed off. Because I'm proving too many people wrong. And again, I'm not with the program. Folks, like I said, I don't go around, you know what I'm saying, just throwing secret societies around. I don't go on just calling people satanic like that. I'm not with that. Okay, because again, I know the truth already. I went to the library. I read books on the Illuminati. I read about the Illuminati many times. Most of the stuff you see on YouTube is it's just too far-fetched. It don't make sense. Satan ain't got nothing to do with the Illuminati at all. That's another thing. The Illuminati and the devil are two different types of people and organizations. Okay? Because in the other two videos I just showed you, they explain who the Illuminati is. Okay? If you don't believe them, y'all can go and research for yourself. You could go on here and go Google like I did, but you could go to a library, matter of fact. Go to a library and go look at them older encyclopedias. Go look at the 1700 encyclopedias and look at the word Illuminati. Go look at the definition of the word Illuminati. Okay? If y'all want to get a clear understanding of it. But do research for yourself. Don't rely on somebody else. Because I just proved to y'all that that person who put out that YouTube video clearly does not understand the video game and they don't understand who the organization Illuminati is. Because James Johnson was explaining that was not the Illuminati. They were explaining more so people that's in government control. People that's at the round table, which I've just shown you in that other video. They're not called Illuminati. But anyways, folks, that's the video, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.